on. We are live on YouTube, guys. How you doing on this Thursday night? What are we today? December 9th. Hey, we're getting close to Christmas. And my birthday gift came in today. Ooh, Amazon delivered it. Nothing big, nothing major. My wife told me, send me your birthday list. So instead, I put it on Amazon shopping cart. And I live on YouTube, guys. How you doing now?
Oh, it's probably my fault. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Okay, it's over.
Maybe I should add that as a rule.
Sorry.
Just kidding. So basically, I put all my list into my shopping cart and I said order. And then I gave the box to my wife when it came in. I go, here you go. There's my list. It's done. And your shopping for me for my birthday is done. So that's how I do my birthday shopping. Good idea? No? Yes, maybe.
Yep. Very good.
Gallery view. Let's go. Oh my God, Froggy looks so bizarre with a hat on.
Yeah.
I used to see him with a hat.
Never seen him with the hat on.
No, take it off. I don't like it.
No.
I don't see him at all. You got it on spotlight. So as long as you're talking, I can't see him.
Oh, I didn't remove my
Oh,
spotlight.
that means he got a bad haircut today.
No, my spotlight's
Oh, I
removed.
need a
Gotta go
haircut.
back to gallery.
Okay, now I can see him that he talks. Whoever talks has got the thing. I keep having to put it back to gallery all the time.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
I send something, you have to put it back to gallery. Sorry. That's how Zoom is.
Oh, I thought that was you. Sorry.
No, I need a haircut and it's going all over the place because we got rain coming. So like, no, I'm not messing with it.
So JD Passel uploaded his video for the RC Elf, and he actually got 2 trucks.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
you got a Kyosho Beetle, and the other one is the Fighting Buggy. I don't think the RC Elf is going to have any more Fighting Buggy for AZ Froggy. I don't think like he's going to be
He
awesome.
ain't never gonna get a hold of me, so I don't even I'm not even worried about it.
You'll have to get your own.
Yep. And it
Tank,
probably won't happen.
Yes.
excuse me, AZ, for a second. Do you have the model that you did for Steve-O that I'm painting? Handy.
Do I have the model of Steve?
There you go. All
I
right,
don't know.
handy,
I might
right
have
there.
to go up and get it somewhere. But I did change some stuff. And that's why I got it, just to show everybody. I did put the decals on it, so I chose aluminum. So it actually turned out pretty good. I like how it flashes. So Steve the Clark, Steve OD 313, and I put his logo there, which is originally green right here. So it's on both sides. So, and on top of that, right in the front here, I actually put, sorry, so fast, right here, Steve the Clark. And again, it's in silver, so it's flash. What is it you want to see on that?
Above the P1 on the side where it says 8 and then P1 on the side of this side.
Yeah,
What is that in the white? Can you see
it's just
it?
Chinese words. It's just Chinese words.
Okay.
A bunch of Chinese.
Okay. It's double line. Yeah. Okay.
That's just different kanji.
If I stop shaking, it should be good.
Yeah. Hold it for 1 second. I just want to see it. Tank. Okay. I got it kind of written down.
What was the build supposed to be done, Frank?
Hey, what's supposed to be done?
Steve OD's stuff. When was everybody supposed to have theirs in by?
It's middle of the month, I believe, but I'm sending my stuff either tonight or tomorrow. I got to do the editing of the video, but my video does not have to be uploaded, but I got to send him some pictures. So
You got Filthy Coast thing?
yeah, I got Filthy Co's email. It's filthycorc@gmail.com. Easy.
I sent him pictures a while ago.
Okay. Hey, Blind Guy RC, how you doing? If anybody wants an invite, send me an email at thetankrc@gmail.com and I'll send you a link to join.
So are we live now?
Yes, we are.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. I can't, because I didn't get your email till right now. It usually come in before, you know, a little bit.
Oh, no, I did not send it early today. I sent it
Okay, that's why.
at 9:27 or something like that. I sent it today. I got lazy. Sorry.
See my machine gun?
Oh, you got a machine gun too? Yours look more detailed than mine.
Yeah, I had to put it together. Model.
It's for a model. What kind of model?
Oh no, this was the model.
Okay. And what size is that? Supposed to
It's
be-
1/10. I
Okay.
made this stand too, and I made a real nice extra thing out of where they put the rounds in. It fit right on Beanfield real good, but I couldn't find it.
So you're gonna
made
put
that
that
up
on
with
one of your
cartridges.
RC cars? You're gonna put that on one of your RC cars or what?
No, Beanfield holds it once in a while.
Okay,
Yeah,
for your videos.
yeah.
Queenie's in the chat. Roadside RC's in the chat. Ricky Lafollette in the chat. Joe Girding's in the chat. We'll see RC. Who else is in the chat? Dominic's RC's there. RCB is there. Curtis. And RC Athlete was the first one to give a thumbs up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So he says.
I certainly was. It was 0 there, and then I clicked it. I'm pretty sure that means I'm first.
Cool. So Traxxas did release the new Max today. They don't call it a Max 2. They just call it Meet the New Max. No,
I wonder if they still have leftovers of the original.
They've discontinued it.
They discontinued it? Yeah. Because this one is much wider now. And it's a little longer wheelbase also.
Doesn't mean that there's still none left that was already sent out.
True.
You
It might be-
can't purchase it from them or get it from them. You're going to get the new version if you order anything from them.
Oh, yes, but what he's saying is in other stores might still have stock of it.
Yeah, that's the only way you're going to get it.
Yeah.
Some people are going to probably do that because it's going to be a vintage.
Well, I don't think it's going to
Not
be.
really that.
They're going to be annoyed that there's a new version. They didn't get the new version when they purchased the old one, is what's going to happen.
Yeah, and they
Probably more
put all
likely.
the upgrades right on the old one, and
It's wider, it's longer, it's ready for the extreme. So they fixed all their mistakes they did in the previous version then.
But it's absolutely hilarious. This morning when they released it, there was just that title page with it, with no part number. Later on this afternoon, you can actually download all the manuals to it, but none of the parts are listed on the page.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I walked into the hobby shop today because I walked in there 2 days ago and asked him about it. And he knew nothing. And then I walked in there today. I go, I got some questions for you. He goes, I already know what you're going to ask me. And yes, it's available.
Okay.
So he had it. He has it.
No,
in his shop.
he doesn't have it in the shop yet.
Oh, so, but he's getting it, I assume.
Yeah, he's getting the parts to modify his original one.
Okay. Well, that's basically almost everything. Well, the
That
arms
is
and the
basically
chassis,
everything.
like you got to get a whole new chassis, you got to get the whole new drive shaft. There's a whole bunch of parts you're going to have to get.
Yeah.
It's
What's-
the three top plates for it, he believes, is what's in it. The chassis, the drive shaft, and the bottom cover.
Yeah.
The cover's about the drive shaft.
You'll need
the wide
different,
mass- The Wide
Lane-
Max kit is still the same Wide Max kit.
Cool.
Well, the Wide Max didn't come with the new chassis.
No,
The Max didn't come with it. The Wide Max is coming with the new chassis. So if you wanted to convert your old one to the new one, you got to get the chassis, the top braces, where you can see right there where tank is. You can see the top piece there that goes from the front there to the
Yeah,
center.
that looked new to me. That part looked new to me, that swooping.
No, that part's the same part. It's just got to be longer.
this part.
And the part right behind it there.
Yeah, the chassis part. And supposedly
Yeah,
the
top
compartment,
chassis plates.
compartment for the battery is also a little longer, supposedly.
Yep. Yep. Like I said,
More
that's
Sal.
what you got to get.
It's always been a 4-cell car.
Oh,
Yeah, but some 4 cells didn't fit in it properly. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 700 right there.
They had a smaller battery that you had to use on
It looks like a better way to hold the battery in the way it clips
it.
in.
It's the same piece.
Hey,
Is it?
Curtis,
It's
is
the
it?
same piece.
Doesn't look like it.
I saw that your guys' track is very wet right now.
It was wet at that moment. The picture, that's pictures, an old picture that didn't go through when I first sent it.
Okay.
Oh,
But yeah, we wet it down like that when we're done racing.
There we
Keep
go.
moisture in it.
Queenie took advantage of the shout out. So if you guys want a shout out and put a link of your YouTube channel, just type in one word, shout out, and Nightbot is going to be a pleasure to give you a shout out.
Yeah, no.
So today is basically fanboy, fangirl, because sometimes we do have girls that come on here. It's rare, but they do pop up. And they might pop up in the chat also. Actually, Queenie, my question to everybody in the chat or everybody here, it's basically the same thing that I asked last Tuesday is for Tamaya, but in this case is what RC is your favorite one? So it doesn't have to be a Tamaya. It can be any name brand. What is your go-to name brand that you guys like a lot?
Axial.
Axial?
Axial and Traxxas. It's really a toss-up. It's tough. So I started out with Axial and Traxxas wasn't there forever, but what Traxxas has done in the last few years is really hard to ignore.
Do you have
what-
any Armas?
No, I've never had an Arma. No.
Okay.
They're pretty rare around here.
I thought it would have been an FMS.
No, I've been around longer than them, I think.
I'm just saying, I thought that would have been one of the brands you picked.
It's just like me. I don't have any Armas, and it's not because I don't like them. It's because I already have a Traxxas Slash. I have my Summit. I have some Go Fast also, some other ones. So there's no real reason for me to buy an Arma right now because I have my bashers. So until then, until one breaks or I decide to upgrade them, and that's when I'm going to go get one. What are you trying to show, Brad?
That I put it down flat instead of on its side.
Cool. So you put the ESC down flat. That's good. Cody says SCX10. He likes that. He likes the axials also. Blind Guy RC says now Vanquish VS410 Origin, but axial always. Cool.
And John loves his brand new axles. They're blue.
Oh yeah.
And turn it down a little.
And it's just like any RCs is it's the one you drive the most you're gonna like the most.
yeah, that's true.
If you don't drive somebody else's truck, like I've driven a couple people Traxxas truck, and I have no interest in getting one because what I have does the trick right now. That's another one, the Traxxas crawler. Like for me, it's no. I'd rather have a bigger challenge and drive something else. The biggest cheater truck to me is the 6x6, but that thing's a beast and it goes everywhere. But it's
Would have to concur.
yeah. It's pretty hard to stop. Like when I saw it climb my sandy hill at the back there, everybody has a lot of trouble on full speed. That one on 6x6, just very slow on sand, and it just climbs. Just like-
Hey, Tank,
Right.
I'm pretty sure this stays within the rules of the stream now, but I need help uploading from my phone on YouTube. I've never done it before, and I'm trying to do it. If anyone can help me, I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to upload an RC video, of course, but a short. I'm trying to upload a short on my cell phone.
Okay, but from your cell phone, I don't have my cell phone here
Oh.
with me. You hit on the plus on the bottom. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Which?
Oh, create a short. There it is, right there. It was that easy.
Yes. Glad
Oh,
I
I
was
have to
able to help.
record it. What if I want to upload a video that's already made?
You can
They'll give you
upload
an
a video.
option.
You can upload.
Hey, Frank,
Yes.
it's nice that they put a hole through the tower here for the shock.
Mhm.
You put wires through.
Yes. Cool. And it's nice that you don't have to solder anything, right?
Yeah, they just plop right in, they just plug right into each other.
Oh, JD Passo says, I am here. I talked about you a little while ago, right at the start, JD Passo, saying that you actually got 2 RCs from him, and you're actually going to build both of them tomorrow. So that's going to be cool. You're going to be a little bit faster than Brad. Hopefully by the new year, we might have one build from Brad.
Well, at
That's
least
okay.
the chassis is done.
We're not putting any rush on him or anything.
So the chassis will be done.
Spin Rush says, I almost bought an axial last night, but then I got warned away from the axial rift. I was so close.
Why's
I
Leon
know.
doing with us today?
Probably working. He
Okay.
said he'll be on break after the 20th and he'll be able to get on the panels then.
What is it you're going to say about the riff, Lyle?
Oh, I don't know the newer stuff. I know crawlers and the
Okay.
older stuff. The only rock bouncer I know from Axial is the Wraith.
The Wraith?
If you buy a Rift, expect to spend another $300 to $400 at least to make it where it's not going to break.
Yeah, one of the many reasons I don't have one.
And
Whether it's the RTR or the kit version, you got to spend that so it doesn't break.
I think you got to put the metal axles on them, right? Or because they're scaling.
You can get the metal axles from Trio or from
Vidavon.
Vidavon.
Yeah.
Or you could always get the revised version axles for like $13, $14. Put all your stuff into those and have a set on hand. Then you have to buy the trailing arm plates. You got to buy a better servo.
Yeah.
You have to buy a better servo saver or something that will work as a saver. And you do have to do the locker upgrades. Otherwise, you will blow the diff gears completely apart.
Oh, yeah. It's got a lot of power, that's for sure. Like that ready to run, man, it looks fun because it's got so much, and you can run it on 4S. That thing's a beast.
Yeah, I've run 3 packs through mine so far on 4S and blew the diff gears apart in the center.
Wow. I tried. Sorry, go ahead.
I said, I wonder if they'll make a version 2 that deals with the problems they had with it.
No, I don't think they will.
Nope.
They let people upgrade it. Like half those upgrades he mentioned are not even from Axial. They're from other companies.
Most of the companies that manufacture the kits like that are going to have you spend more money out of your pocket for the other guys.
Yep.
It's cheaper for them to send them out and come up with another model than it is to come up with all the upgrades.
yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah. I tried 2 weeks ago. I tried the LMT. That was a lot of fun. The monster truck, the LMT, and it was the second version of the Son of a Digger. So the body was really nice on that one. It was actually printed properly. It wasn't faded like the original one. So it was nice. What I really loved about the LMT is no matter how you jumped, how you land, even on the side or close to the side, to me, it always ended up back on its wheel. It was like crazy how good it was compared to my Wheelie King or my monster truck. It just landed back on its wheel. It was a lot of fun.
I thought the Son of the Digger looks better than the Grave Digger.
Hmm.
The color combination's better.
Hey JC, how you doing? Not JC, Jay's RC Expedition. Sorry.
Just posted a video of my Stampede.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my niece was driving the go-kart and we're driving down the road, not the road, but this little place over here. And I'm driving the Stampede. That's why it's like, man, it's hard to control when it's going fast and you're next to it.
Yep. What's your favorite one, KBRC 13?
Excuse me for 1 second. Tank,
Good.
there's a spam in the chat right now. It said Rislada Day between Jay's Expedition and Woolsey toward the bottom of the chat.
There's
Just
Rizzoa.
void.fyi.
I don't even see that. Here, Trail Crawler RC, I'll make you a moderator. I don't even see him.
Yeah, I see it.
I made you a moderator. Click on it and just go delete or block him.
Yeah, I only have the 10-2s, so I can't compare them to anything else. So
Yeah,
that's
but
my-
it's not comparing to other. What I'm trying to find out is from you, which one do you like the best, like
Yeah.
in your favorite? Because you only have the 10-2, so that means you like axle.
10-2s. Yeah.
See, I had the one. Well, I still have the one, and a lot of people are telling me, well, why didn't you upgrade to the 2s? That's because my one is upgraded. Like, I got better steering on mine. I got everything on mine that's better. And there was no reason for me to upgrade to the 2. And then the 3 came out. Go, oh, are you going to upgrade to the 3 right now? I go, no, my one is still working fine and I can outcrawl anybody. Like, I don't need to upgrade.
I really like the Bronco. I like the
Okay.
10-3 Bronco though.
Oh, the new bodies and things like that. They
Yeah.
look great. That's for sure. It's just like Lyle. I think he likes better the original version than the original transmission on the axials.
Absolutely. Yep. I'll take a Gen 1 over a Gen 2 or 3 any day.
Yeah, I don't like the transmission on the Gen 3, but
And they're weaker too. They cheaped out on the plastic because Axial used to be based in Venezuela and they were a really good company. And then they got bought out by Horizon Hobby and they moved
Right.
to North America. And then their home base is in North America, but their manufacturing is all over in China. And now all their parts are made out of crap.
Okay.
yeah, that transmission is crazy. It's got, well, it's got dig and 2-speed, so I guess that's why.
Yeah.
It's basically the same transmission as the Capra, which isn't a great transmission to begin with. They make a lot of noise.
Yeah, they do that one. I've only drove it twice, and it sounds just like a motor tapping. It's like, yeah.
That's the dig servo, because you have to reprogram the trim on the radio. They get it where it's just on the edge.
Right.
Yeah, all the 10-3s did that. And some of the RTR Capras did it too.
The
Well, a lot of the little kids that build them don't really care. They slap them together as quick as they can. Oh yeah, it works. Put it in the box. Send it out. I got to build 6 today.
Right.
the new Vanquish 410, the one I built for my buddy there, and I set up the dig on it, and I set up the dig that it has the neutral position. So that means the rear actually unlocks is actually free, and then you have front wheel drive.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that if you put the overdrive in center, it does a reverse. It actually gives you rear wheel drive, and the front is actually free, which is cool. Which means now if you put both in neutral, the dig and the overdrive, your truck is actually neutral. That's really cool in the sense that you can tow it easier. You can do kind of more things with it. And you can run it in front wheel drive, or you could run it in rear wheel drive. So there's a lot of possibility with that transmission. I really like the Vanquish for that capability. It was really cool.
I know if you have your radio set right, you could actually set it to where it's front wheel drive only,
Yep.
and the rear wheels will still roll and
That's
not
what he was just saying.
like
That's
a
what I
dig.
was just saying. Yeah. They will roll
I thought
freely.
it just locked in the dig.
No. It rolls. It makes it to a front wheel drive vehicle.
Oh, I'm not paying attention. I'm watching chat.
Okay.
That's
But
good
it's
too.
really cool because you can turn it into a front wheel drive vehicle, and then the rear is free, or you can have the power in the rear and then the front wheel drives are free.
Yeah.
But if you put both in neutral, then both wheels are free. You can just push the car and you have no resistance on it or anything. It's kind of cool. I set up his radio, but I didn't know that you could do that with the overdrive. So his radio wasn't set. So next time I see him, I have to reset his radio properly. I basically told him how to do it, but he's not that
Right.
savvy. So I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. The Phoenix is definitely worth buying. The Phoenix, I think it is for the price point that it is, and it's a nice kit. The transmission can be a little bit overwhelming, but if you take your time and you look at the drawings properly or the instruction properly, you should have no problem.
Oh, Randy, all the hype over the four-wheel steer Capra,
Yeah.
I think they're just getting everybody excited because that's all you have is four-wheel steer. You don't have dig.
Oh no? Why
Nope.
how did they disable it, or it's not active, or what?
It's locked out.
It's locked out.
Now you have to take the transmission apart, put the shift arm in it, and buy the turbo.
Hmm.
So now you'll have dig, four-wheel steer, and it's to me is they're just grasping at straws, I think.
Okay. I think too, and they're trying to get the hype into the four steering aspect of it, but it's been along for so many years four-wheel steering. It's to me, it's not a hype. To somebody that gets a truck out of the box, it is. Just like Brad, he got his Red Cat. It's a all-wheel drive, and kind of finds it cool.
Right.
But you do have to be careful with four-wheel steering, though. In a comp, it can really put you in trouble if you don't know how to use it, or if you have not used it often.
Right. Yeah, you really have to play with it before you try to comp
yeah.
something like that.
Oh yeah, because even like I tried it and I got confused a little bit, because when you turn your front and your rear, like your wheels go that way and your front go that way, you're kind of going in a circle. So when you position your truck, everything changes. The whole geometry of the truck, especially when you're going up a hill and down or side, everything changes. It's not the same at all. It's kind of wonky, and I proved that to one of the kid that came to our event. He had, I think it was a Red Cat or something else. It was, I think it was one of the Red Cat, but the smaller one. And he actually had four-wheel steering on it, and he was turning it on sometimes. He goes, "Oh man, I screwed up. Oh man, I screwed up." Like he was trying to use it too often, but he was kind of screwing up. It's nice that he was learning, and it was a friendly competition, so it's a good time to actually use it.
Yeah.
Blind Guy says, I do have an Origin first kit, VP made. All metal, everything. It's awesome. Yeah, but
Yeah,
metals.
that was
Yep.
I'm sorry. That was the $800 kit.
Yeah. metal axles are fun. They're great, but they are expensive. But to me, they don't slide as good on rocks than plastic. Plastic will slide a little bit better on rocks, depending on the metal also, and depending on the finish that you have on it. But it's interesting how everybody likes the metal. It does put a lot of weight on the bottom. One thing I liked about the Vanquish kit is all the weight of that chassis. Just a chassis and the way they put all the plastic in there, and it's a dense plastic, so it's very heavy. So to me, it made a lot of sense because it was a nice weighted chassis. To me, it made sense when you compare it to an SCX10 or a Traxxas. The weight was down low, it's what you need. Spin Rush. I think the weak point of four-wheel steering Capra is the battery compartment. Just observation.
That the same way on the original Capra and the RTR, that you're limited on what size battery you can use.
Oh, is it a shorty pack?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing on my Gatekeeper.
Yeah, you got to use a shorty pack, and you have to be careful as far as, it, like me, I run a 3S, so you have to be careful of the C rating, because some of the C ratings are a lot thicker.
Yep.
And you can't get them into the battery compartment. Even though they'll fit in the length, they're just a pain to get in because they're so thick.
Cool. Oh, Lyle and Blind Guy are having a conversation here.
He's juggling his kids, and I just don't think it's proper with his vision impairment.
He's juggling his kids.
Oy vey.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. But he says he puts helmets on them, but I can't judge the guy. I'm not a dad. I don't know how tough kids are. Never do that to a puppy, though, I tell you.
Well, maybe he's got good short vision and not long vision. I don't know.
Oh, it could be true. That could be true.
We'll see. Safety first, Blind Guy. Well, yeah, they are wearing helmets, so they should be fine. What are you building now, AZ Froggy?
Not building, just getting set up. I got a car show this Saturday, and I'm gonna take my Hilux Drifter, all-wheel drive Drifter, and just drive it around the parking lot. The group that's putting on the show, we have done in the past drift demos at their events.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go just for the heck of it with this. I'm gonna take one of the semis and all too, but I'm just gonna drive around with this. I'm just making sure it's ready to go, and the gear mesh is just a little too tight.
Where'd you get the pickup body for the Drifter?
I've had this one. This is my Street Jams Hilux that I got like 3 years ago.
From which company?
Street Jams.
Street Jam?
Yep.
Don't know. I don't think I know them.
It was sold originally through Integi or Integi, or however you want to say it. Okay. It's an all-wheel drive drift chassis. And
sounds like a company that makes jam out of roadkill.
Yeah. But no, they've been around. This thing's been around for a while. As you can see, the bottom is very clean, very little use on it.
Well, if you just run it on carpet or on the on a floor, a hard floor, there's not a lot of damage that's going to happen to the chassis.
Yeah, very true. But this one doesn't get driven much at all. For this show, it is going to be in a parking lot at Universal Technical Institute.
Okay.
Out here in Avondale. So I'm going to just put a bunch of clear packing tape on the bottom just to cover it up to be safe. I do have one more chassis though of this.
Okay.
And that one came with an R31 Skyline body.
Cool.
So yeah, just fine tuning.
Anybody heard about HPI, if they're making more of a comeback, if they're making headways or anything like that?
I haven't seen anything else since the last body drop they did, if you will.
Okay.
That was a couple months ago, maybe.
Yeah, I know they had their
I
Savage.
know Harley
They
did
were
something about it
advertising.
on one of his scale news updates.
Yeah, and they had their Savage, which they did advertising for it, but I did not see a lot of guys on it, like on YouTube, showing it off and playing with them.
Yeah.
I had the Wheelie King.
Okay.
So that servo on the side of it was really weird how they had extra all these. Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
brought
like-
my servo. I brought the servo on the axle. I bought the kit from
Put it on the axle.
G, I think. I can't remember which one it is. Yeah, I brought the servo back on the axle. Made the world of difference.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I put another servo on the other axle because the axles were ready to actually give you four-wheel steering.
Right.
So I turned mine into four-wheel steering right away.
Hey, Tank, can you do the thing where you screen share and put up an Instagram video? I just put up a quick or 50-second video up, or 57-second video up. It might be cool. It's RC related, not reverse cowgirl. It's actually radio controlled. So if anyone got their hopes up for something else.
Oh, I got a like somewhere. Somebody gave me a like somewhere. Oh, RCVHX. So here's RC Athlete's Instagram account. Oh, I did not share the audio. Is there audio with this?
No, there's no audio.
Okay.
I had music playing in the background. I shut it off because I was going to put it on YouTube, but I can't figure out how to do the goddamn short.
Well, first off, I can tell why you didn't go on a short, 'cause you recorded it side or the
Yep.
or portrait rather than vertical.
Yeah, you put a portrait. Oh, so
Yep.
you're actually entering these trucks, and these are the same scale as the trucks?
No, the Tamiya is, I believe,
they're
either
24.
112 or 114, and these are
114.
118 trucks.
Nice.
They're close enough.
That's what, well, people not kept asking me. I've probably been asked about, I don't know, 5 or 6 times in the last couple of months since I've been getting into the 118s again. And yeah, people keep asking me if they fit into a Tamiya trailer. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'll find out one of these nights. And hey, I just found out.
Nice.
Wow, that's cool.
I like that Chevy.
Which trailer is that?
The longest Tamiya one, I think it's 48 feet scale. Like
Okay.
it's that one. Shit, hold on a second.
Yeah, it's that one at the back of Relic.
I know, I fucked up. Hold on. That guy right there.
Okay.
Whatever the triple axle one is. I think it's a 48, but some people tell me it's 43, but I'm like, nah, it's got to be 48. I would almost say
48 or
53.
53, maybe.
Hmm.
I was told it was a 53, but everyone in Calgary says no, it's a 48. If you do the measurements, it's actually a 48. I'm like, I don't care. It's big. It's triple axle. It's huge.
There you go. No. Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you, Jake.
Now, there's only one problem, and we had 35 people in viewing the video, and as soon as I started showing the Instagram, it went down to 12. So I don't think a lot
Boy,
of people like. No, I'm just throwing. It did go down for some odd reason. I don't know why, but it had 35 people, and all of a sudden, poof, it went down to 12. It was kind of weird. I was
It's
watching.
probably the scale thing. We were talking about 110s, and then I took it down to 118, so you lost that fraction of viewers.
Probably. It's just.
Probably all the spam bots that are getting booted out.
Yeah. Guru's in the chat.
Mateus.
Mateos is in the chat. Yeah, true. Oh, Welsh Rob is there. He's not sleeping. Hey, Welsh, how you doing?
Nitro Freak Frank, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, Nitro Freak's in the house. Hoop, hoop. Yeah, he did a couple lives lately also. Oh, he's always doing lives. Cool. I got to look at finding out who else has different stuff coming out. Let's go see HPI just for the fun of it.
Did anybody get a chance to watch RC Sparks with that capo build?
I was starting it before Frank sent the email.
I watched his unboxing. I didn't watch the build yet.
I just got done watching it when he sent the email out.
Okay. There was something about he found something interesting. What was it that he found interesting during the build?
In the transmission for the shifting rod for the 2-speed,
Okay.
they have your gears with the hog ring in the middle, and the hog ring slides over just the pin. Well, the hog ring wasn't sliding over the pin, so he took it all apart after banging his head against the wall for an hour or so. He took it apart, he sanded down just the shaft where the pin goes in, and the hog ring and gear assembly slide over it fine now. He thought maybe it was the pin might have been too big,
Okay.
and that it was just catching. Because when Capo did the CAD video, when the gear turns, you can see that there's a slot in that gear from top to bottom. Well, I had thought maybe they didn't mill that all the way through,
Okay.
because he tried pushing it and it just wouldn't move. But now he finally got that figured out. I mean, it's a cool little build. I mean, but close to 4 digits for a 1/18 scale, I don't think so.
No.
Out of my range.
Yeah, it's
And he
what,
got 2 of them
six-
sent to him.
it's what, $700-800 a piece, I think they are.
Over 900.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got the
I forgot
Defender and you
it's
got the
Canadian.
JK.
Yeah, I forgot it's Canadian too.
Hey, hanging with JD. How are you doing? Spin Russ is asking Brad, what hand drill are you using, Brad? Is that a Milwaukee?
That's not a hand drill.
Not a hand
No.
drill, it's a screwdriver.
Yeah, that's needle nose fire.
No.
No, the one on the table.
The little drill that's laying on your table, what is that?
That's probably the same that I have here. It's from Walmart. It's a Hyper Tough. Yep,
Yeah,
same one I've got.
Hyper Tough. Yeah.
Yogi?
I got that version too with the small light. This one's got the larger light on it.
The new JT4 is out. Oh, look at that. He's not even spinning in the front. Is that optional front or like
Oh, it
like
has to
lock?
be, man. There's no way they're gonna put up a video of it broken.
No,
Locking-
differential lock.
it's got
So you can
locking
actually,
diffs front and rear.
oh, locking diff front or rear. Cool. That I
And
like.
they're kind of the way that the locking diffs work on that is kind of designed after the capo.
Okay.
It's cable driven.
I want someone to come out with what's the one, Detroit locker, where it's open diff until one tire spins faster than the other, then it kicks in. I want an auto locking diff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a stupid question. Who makes that car?
Cross RC.
Oh, okay.
Cross RC US.
It's not a stupid question. I was trying to figure it out myself until I saw the Cross RC up in the upper left-hand corner. They didn't really advertise it too big on the center.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Oh.
Well, you're not alone, Keith.
Yeah.
That's
And
their
look at
newest
that. Cross RC is advertising the Axial. They got upgrades for them.
That's cool.
Wheels and shocks.
I like that steering setup.
Yeah, the steering looks interesting here.
And a lot of the aluminum upgrades.
I need someone to come out with a better servo.
MKS has got a good one for it.
People keep telling me about different servos for like a fucking 2 years now or whatever it's been since I've had these things. And every time I go look at one, they're always too deep. They're not shallow enough. The
That's why
servo
you gotta
on
use
the
the.
SCX24s is so shallow.
That's why you gotta use the Emax servo mount or a different servo mount for them.
You can't because the link system is on the back of the servo mount.
Well, they just make upgrades for that little truck.
For the SCX24, yeah.
Yeah.
Those looks like nice little shocks though. They have a lot of upgrades for that little truck. They're jumping in the bandwagon, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you got a programmable millwright, that's pretty handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the site that you're on is actually Hobbytown, Oshkosh, Wisconsin, which is home of Cross RC US.
Cool.
That looks
Yep.
like, is that a 1/10? The new
Which
one?
one?
Yeah.
The JT4?
The
Right.
JT4 is built after their AT4, which is it's the same chassis, same everything, it's just a different body.
Yeah.
The AT4 is a Blazer type Bronco looking body.
That
So
was
that's the AT4 and this
Yeah,
is
this
the
is the
JT4.
Yeah.
Price is not bad. If you have locking diffs and all that for $369, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
The only downfall with those two
Excuse me.
kits,
Come
the only
on,
downfall
Lyle.
with those two
I
kits
said excuse.
is
Go
they
ahead.
run an odd size servo for the shift servo and the steering.
So is it a micro server? It's a small one?
No, it's a little bit smaller than a standard.
Okay.
So it's not really a micro. So anybody that does order that kit from Cross, the best thing to do would be to order the servos for it from them also.
Okay. Well, a lot of people don't realize that, but when you're setting up a servo for a dig or for a 2-speed transmission or anything, you don't just turn on your power, connect everything, and then start trimming it. That's the worst thing you could do because you're going to blow your servos right away. Because right now your servo is going full pin that way and full pin that way when they should be just like this. It's crazy. So to me, the first thing you should do is bring all those to minus 4, minus 3 on both of them, and then start spreading them apart until they actually get to where you want to go. To me, that's the best way to set up those servos. That's why so many people burn them. It's crazy. People call the new Cross RC the new TRX4 killers.
It's a very capable truck.
Do they have portals, that JT4?
Yes.
I don't want it then.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
I don't like portals.
Yeah, that truck actually has portals. They do have a straight axle conversion for it,
Okay.
which
But-
is, like I said, it's the exact same as the AT4. Yeah, I'm sorry, the AT4. So everything is interchangeable with those two, just like the Demon line, everything is interchangeable on those.
Is the AT4, does it have a differential lock?
Yes, locking diffs front and rear.
Cool.
With the 2-speed, same as the JT4.
I should put an AT4 on my list.
Hey, Tank, I just got a text message from Dirk, who's watching, but he's hanging out with his kids. So he just texted me, is now rule number 9, no, Lyle's not allowed to burp anymore?
Yes, I should put a new rule stipulating that if you're going to make excessive noise with your
Excessive!
body
It's a natural, human, beautiful thing.
or tools, to please mute yourself.
I'm not even drinking beer.
Should add that as a rule.
That's water.
Just for the people in the chat, I set up some rules just to clean house a little bit, and so things don't get that wild. People don't talk over everybody, because like last time we had 18 people in here. That's a lot of people. So it gets hard to manage sometime, and when people are talking over each other, or discussion starts going a different way or whatever, I just want to make sure that when we talk to you guys, we help you guys as much as possible, RC related, with any type of help and things like that. And when we're going to try to do a subject, we're going to try to stay on a certain subject. What the heck is John doing? He's greasing something.
That's what she said.
Greasing his knee.
You're greasing your
didn't
knees?
look good the way the grease gun was pointing either.
No?
Come on, honey, I'm ready.
Okay, she's all greased up. Okay, let's keep it RC.
Thank you, Spin Rush.
So you are greasing up that? Where the heck did you put the grease in the diff? In the diff in the back?
Yeah. I'm working,
What is that going in?
Yeah, what does that go in?
That's the LMT?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Jesus, that's big.
A T-reel. That's what she said.
Yeah. Like I said, here's the rear one's already together, so I'm just sitting here going through and
Man, that's
relocking
massive.
everything and putting marine grease in the axle.
Is that all aluminum too?
Yeah, it's all aluminum.
Oh man.
So how are you going to break those? You're going to break the links before you break those?
Yes, that's what I'm expecting. The links in probably parts of the steering.
What
I
that
figured
cost?
the rod end will go.
What's that?
I figured the rod end will go.
Well, yeah, so I'm figuring rod ends and probably the servo linkage and the servo.
Cool. Sounds like fun.
Oh yeah. So like I said, I'm just sitting here working on greasing it up and getting grease into it. And
Oh, we have GNCRC that's in the chat with us. How are you doing? There's I think that's them that is on Facebook. I see them all the time with their advertising. Oh no, that's different store, different place. And RC Athlete is doing a shout out also. I guess he wants more subs. Come
Yeah,
on,
dude.
bring those subs up.
ask
You're
people something.
you're up to what right now on your RC channel?
I'm just looking now. I'm about 247,000 or 247 away from being at 25,000, and after that, I'll shut up until 50,000, and that's going to be many, 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 many years from now.
Okay.
I've given up. I can't even get to 200, so I give up.
Well, giving up ain't going to get you there, buddy. How many are you at now?
186.
186.
I was at
Can you-
188.
can you
It dropped
put-
down to.
Can you put up 2 or 3 videos that are at least 6 minutes long, 3 times a week for the next 4 weeks?
No, because my body won't let me.
Okay, I can't help you then. I'm sorry. I'll
I
get you
didn't-
to 200 in a month, no problem. But yeah, you got to put up videos.
Boost
did
me
not-
up too. Oh, sorry.
It doesn't have to
Boost
be
you up.
RC motion either, man. You could be the RC podcast guy or RC guy in a chair or something like that, or just, I don't know. There's always something that could be played on if your life or your body won't let you. I understand, believe me, I got body issues as well, but mine aren't as bad as yours. But if you can do something on the bench every day or every 2 or 3 days or 2 or 3 times a week, man, your numbers will go up. You just got to continue to do it.
Yeah, at least 2 or 3 videos a week. It really helps. At
I've
least
done
2.
that before and it hasn't helped. So
Yeah.
Brett, don't feel bad because I'm still in the 120s on mine.
I didn't realize how high I am right now. I'm at
when
actually
did
at
you start yours?
720 something.
How's
I
it
don't
going,
think
guys?
You're
Lyle,
high. You should try this stuff, man. This stuff is great.
Yeah. I'm in
then
the
you'll
twos.
really realize how high you are.
I'm in the twos. So
Hey, that's not RC related. Oh, wait a minute. I think it is now because
It is.
RC
It's
yeah,
real
Spark,
RC
cush.
Sparks.
It's
Yeah.
real cush. That's RC.
RC Spark has made that truck now that makes it available for you to smoke on the trails.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait till he does the upgrades. Longer hoses for sure. Who wants to drop a knee and go down to the ground and take a hood
Yeah,
up?
I heard that, man.
Need some retractable hoses. Oh, I
Yeah.
sent him a message about all the ideas I got. He didn't respond, which is shut up, Lyle. I know.
Well, it's because when he built it, he's building it on the bench. On the bench, it makes sense. Or on the table, it makes sense having that short because you're sitting down and you're right there with it. So that's good. But when you're on the trail, it's on the ground. So you do need a longer hose.
Yeah.
Tank, it's because you're too close to Lyle.
I don't understand that comment.
Me neither.
Because
I read
Frank
it
said
as well
that
there just before you read it, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
because Tank said he didn't realize he was that high.
Yeah, that's right.
I am
Maybe.
close to the mountains.
Well, your video's
I'm at,
right
like,
beside me.
I'm
So
almost at 4,000 feet above sea level.
that's pretty high.
Thank you.
I used to live there around there too a while back.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember. Yeah, you told that story.
Back in the 80s.
Feel free to tell it again.
Back in the 80s. But I wish RC was more popular back then because even that the Blackfoot trails weren't there. They had the motorcycle track there, but they didn't have the RC stuff. So
Yeah, I got well, not me, but somebody started it just before me in 2007, 2008. I got there in 2009. I looked after it for like a year at Blackfoot. I was working with the ownership and I was making it bigger. I was bringing down size to cut grass and lawnmowers and weed eaters and rocks and all kinds of materials to build the course. But once a week, jackasses would come down with their motorbikes and rip through everything and just destroy everything. Like
wow.
sometimes they made nice ruts that were nice to crawl through. I won't lie, they did. But man, they destroyed all the ramps and shit I built all the time, and I got no support. There was no backup. And then somebody else got involved a few years later, 2015, 2016, something like that. There was Crazy Joe and a few other guys. They all got into it and they started charging more money. So it went from like $2 a day to $3 a day to $5 a day to $10 a day, all within like a year, just so they could get a few bucks to go down and work on it all the time. But they ran into the same issues as me. It doesn't matter how much money you get off of it. It's just so much work because other people destroy what you do.
Yeah.
It was tough. That's why I don't go to Blackfoot anymore, because it's still $10 a day to go. It doesn't matter what you do. If you're going to the racetrack, if you go to the crawling track, it's still $10 every time you go. You can pay $60 for a year pass, but it's not worth it because you can do the RC track. I only got enough batteries to play for 2 or 3 hours at maximum. Then if you go to the crawler course, it doesn't matter how many trucks I got or how many batteries I got. I can only run the same course so many times, and I can get through it in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I can only do it like twice. After that, I'm bored. I'm not paying $10 to do that.
Well, there's a guy here in Ottawa that's trying to get a developer to actually do an RC trail in one of the parks in downtown Ottawa. So hopefully that works for him. I don't know. I haven't asked him lately what's going on, but I can show you real quick whereabouts it is.
I would appreciate to see it. And also, I will remind you, if I come back home, I will have a 2-acre chunk of land to build an RC course on.
Yeah, we're trying to get something downtown Ottawa. Like downtown is right here. And here, this is Alta Vista Drive. And
I'm only an hour from Ottawa, man.
Yeah, I know. And I'm 30 minutes from Ottawa. So, but this is the area here. It's kind of a little loop that goes around. It's this area right here in the trails and in the park. It's kind of It is already a park. Try to set up a parking lot. There's rocks here. There's all kind of stuff that can be done. So it would be a cool RC park, but he wants to do an outdoor track also to attract other people. So there is some stuff. It'd be cool having it in this area. It's pretty much centralized. The OC transport bus comes here. That's where the transit way is. So it'd be interesting. But if you had a trail at your house, I'd come there too. And I'm sure you'd come down to Ollie's.
I would actually, I would absolutely come to your place or Ottawa and all that. And also in where I'm from, Golden Lake. I don't know if you've done the Google yet, but between my mom's got a 3-bedroom house. I got my big 2 acres of land, which sure, camp all you want. Then my mom also has 2 chunks of land that are on the water. One has 2 trailer homes on it that are 2-bedroom each. And then she also has a 6-bedroom cottage on another chunk of land. So yeah, there could be a pretty massive RC event there.
So here's Golden Lake. And I think you showed that a little while ago. Ottawa is over here. And then your place is over there.
Yeah, so if you pick a screen and stay there for a second, and I'll show you. Oh no, I can't do the control. So if you go about 2 inches to your right where that tip is in the bay, lower to your right. This is going to be boring. I'm sorry. I'll do this another time. Right around there is where my mom's cottage is. She's got one right there on the tip. Then if you go 3 or 4 inches to the right on the screen,
there's a nice tip here.
Yeah, see the white, there's a gray one with an orange front on it to the left. If you zoom back in.
This here?
Zoom back in. Yeah, see the one where they got a little bit of orange in the front?
Yes.
Big gray root, that's my mom's.
Cool.
That's a 6-bedroom cottage. And then zoom back out.
And you're right on the lake.
Oh yeah. Keep going out. Scroll to the right. Go into the bay, the very tiny one. Yeah, zoom in. Go to the right more, zoom in a little bit more. Okay, see stop. Okay, see there's a little tip that points to an island?
Yeah.
Right, see the island, yeah.
Yeah, the tip that points at it, that's my 2 acres, is that tip.
Oh, cool.
That's
why
there's no houses or nothing on it. Nope, on the lower side.
Okay.
That's all my land. I own all that 2 acres.
So them 2 houses, excuse me, Lyle, them 2 houses you got to drive through, right? To your property.
Well, I technically own the bush to the right. That's why it's untouched, all those trees. Yep. That's my drive. That's my driveway to get into my land. Because they built their house right on the edge of my property. So when I do go in, my driveway is going to go right by their house. They're going to hate it. But I also own that island. That island is mine.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And then if you back out again, go to the left. Down a bit. Zoom into that little bay that you were just on with your ex. Yep. In that cluster to the left, somewhere in there, there's 2 tent trailer or 2 mobile homes on a chunk of land, and those are my mom's other 2 sections, or my mom's other section. And then she also has her house, which is a 3-bedroom house.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's like it's total God's country, and yeah, I think it's like an hour from Ottawa, maybe a little over an hour. It's man, I can't wait to go back. I can't fucking wait to go back.
So from my house to there, it's 2 hours and 10 minutes.
That's not horrible. I do that for a trail run.
Yep, that's cool. This map is showing where Brad lives. No, not quite. Brad doesn't live there. He's in the States. This is Canada, God's country. That's where all the good fishing are. Right?
Oh, dude, you can't. I can't. If you ever seen any of my fishing videos before, I'm gonna crush that. That's gonna be the biggest thing I do when I go back is fishing videos. It's gonna be amazing.
The RCs?
Yeah. I'm one of the, I think I'm the first person to do it because started doing it like 10 years ago. And then somebody put up a video saying largest fish ever caught with an RC boat. And he got a couple million views. I think like 100,000, maybe more than me, like 2.2 or 2.3 million views. But he caught a stingray. That's not a fish. He caught a stingray.
Yeah.
So I had the biggest fishing video for like 10 years or something like that on YouTube. I was pretty proud of it. And then Medic went and did one and crushed me.
Yeah, but your video was still the best one out there.
Thank you.
Lyle, are
That's
you
a lot
going?
of
There's a
fun.
question for you, Lyle. Are you going to bring back the TTC?
No. Can't in Calgary right now. It's getting worse right here. Like I went to I don't have a lot of money recently, but I took in some empties and I had a few bucks. I got some groceries and stuff, and I had $4 left. And I haven't had I'm a huge fan of Wendy's hamburgers. I love the JBC, the little JBC hamburger. Sorry, it's not RC related, but anyway, I went to Wendy's to get a fucking junior bacon cheeseburger, and they wouldn't let me in because I'm not vaccinated. Yeah, I can't buy Wendy's anymore until I get vaccinated.
Well, they don't have drive-through.
The window don't open in the truck.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that Avalanche has got 410,000 kilometers on it. I don't know what that is in miles. It's got to be close to 300,000 miles or something like on it. But fucking runs like a top, doesn't burn or leak a fluid. So beautiful, but everything electrical is trashed. Like I have no lights in the dash. The windows don't work. The locks don't work. The starter don't work. But it runs like a dream.
What the heck is this? There's a track. It's a train track. RC's running on the train track or something.
The
GN-RC? Yeah. Actual SCX24.
There's all kinds of cool tracks out there for RCs. There's something called, I think it was called Lynx or something like that. It was like something that came out after Lego. It did really poorly, but it's the perfect width to build an RC track out of. I think it was called Lynx, but I can't remember anymore.
Connect.
Possibly, yeah.
He's on TikTok, on Instagram, and on Facebook.
I tried building a micro course out of Lego one time. It does not work.
Oh, no?
No, it's too slippery.
Same with the little wooden blocks that you get in the different shapes. I tried doing that with mine and it was real slick.
Okay.
Lincoln logs.
Those would be better because they got more texture to them.
Hey, Brad's going good right now in his build there. He's making good progress. The rear is all attached and he's about to attach the front.
Because I put the servo in the wrong position. So, and the arms wouldn't equally put these in the right position.
Okay. So you didn't center your servo right.
No, this side had to be, it's off center. You know how the servo itself, it's the spin part. It was on this side instead of this side, and that's what caused that problem.
Aha. Okay.
You put it in upside down.
Yes.
Or facing the wrong direction.
Yeah, because this was on there.
Well, growing pains. We've done it more than once.
Oh, yeah.
GNC definitely has a nice track at his local hobby shop. Cool.
Yeah. Spin Rush is talking about the Mini Bees.
Okay.
They also have now the Mini Bee roller kit. It's a pro roller kit. It's set up with a few different options than the stock ready to run, but you put your own electronics in it.
What's a Mini Bee? I know a Mini Z, but what's a Mini B?
Oh, the Losi Mini
It's
B,
like a
Mini
big
T.
bee, but smaller.
Hang on.
From Losi?
Yeah, it's just another model number.
It's just like the
little
Losi
bit
Mini
bigger.
T, but it's buggy style.
Okay.
It's this thing.
So it's like a Mini 8, but they called it a Mini B.
Yeah, it's smaller than the Mini 8 or the Mini 8.
Okay, and that one's two-wheel drive.
Yep. It's actually a smaller version of the 22.0.
Okay. Features. 1/16 buggy. I got the Mini 8. I got the two version of the Mini 8s. The short wheelbase, the original one, and I got the longer one.
Yeah. And they now have a pro roller version of it. It comes with different shocks,
Oh,
a
yeah?
few other differences, and a clear body so you can set it up the way you want.
They're a lot of fun, but man, they're hard to control, especially at high speed, because they're so small, eh?
That's actually pretty stable. That's the brush version. They do have brushless motor you can put in it.
Okay.
It's an all-in-one setup.
I've had them both, and I agree with Froggies. They're great. I think they control fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, the steering is a little bit fast though, and you don't have any control on that on the radio that comes with it. If you could have a steering like a dual rate control to lessen the sweep or whatever to slow the thing down, it'd probably help out a lot, because right now you get going and you turn, if you go just a hair too fast, it just whips it around because of the steering.
Okay. Hey, Lyle, who's that guy beside you?
The time warp.
It looks different without a long beard. Really looks different. Cool. Spin Rush says he features the Mini B on his YouTube channel.
Cool.
They're awesome on the carpet. Yeah, I guess they would be.
Yeah, we actually run them at our place on road course nights, and they threw out a couple jumps for them.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. And everyone went nuts for it. Those are going better than the Traxxas hot rod class that they were trying to start.
The hot rod class should be fun. They're 4x4, so they should handle pretty good on the road in their own corners. No? Why not?
Nope. Those tires suck.
Oh, yeah.
The wheels look great. The tires suck. There's no traction whatsoever. You
Oh,
get
that's
going
true.
anything over like 3/8 of a throttle and it spins out.
Yeah,
You don't
that's
even get
true
the half
because
throttle and it spins.
yeah, because I'm with my hot rod. When I did the video there, I was doing donuts very easy and actually drifting with it pretty easy. And that was with the stock tires.
Yep. So I don't know what's going to go on if they're going to allow a tire change or whatever, but we'll see.
So you're saying something needs to be done.
Yeah, because no one can make a good lap no matter what.
Okay. Well, I guess you have to change the
It's-
tires, but when you're running stock, it makes it hard.
Yeah, and there's like 4 or 5 guys that have them, and they've been running it, and no one can make a decent lap.
Did
like
they
I
try
said,
different tires?
I don't know yet. I haven't been
Okay.
out there in a while, so it's been difficult for me to get to the race. But I will be going out there tomorrow and maybe find out some information on something else concerning that place.
Oh, yeah.
Keep my fingers crossed.
And Desert Hobby started doing some lives again. He took a little break. He was doing a lot of different things there and too much. And I was looking at him and go, man, that guy's going to do a burnout. And I think that's what happened. He actually took a break and now he's back, but slower than before.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Green Frog.
So, yeah, it's crazy the way he was going.
He was doing what, an event every weekend in about 6 different states.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, for a while, he was posting 3 or 4 lives a week.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, Sean, how's that towing going? Can't wait to get it to see it running. He has too many bees. Cool. How much a mini bee goes for?
It's 149, I think.
I was gonna say 150, 160, somewhere in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
250 in Canada, I bet. Let's check.
I do know my high racks are finally in for my SCX24, so I picked those up in the morning as well.
Oh, yeah.
That I'm looking forward to. Won't be able to test them outside too easy anyways,
Dear.
because we got rain.
Yeah, it's 199 Canadian.
Yeah, not too bad.
No. It's a fun little piece.
But it's just like the Mini 8. When I bought my Mini 8, I think it was around that price for $200 or 209. I think.
Yeah.
I saw the price. I go, man, this is cool, 4x4, and at that price, so I picked one up. And now people are still trying to sell them, but around 250. I'm there looking at it. I go, what? Like that's more than what you paid for it when it was brand new. It's crazy. Some people are just asking crazy money for their RCs.
Oh, it's because they've been discontinued for so long. Parts
Probably.
supplies are getting low. Just like with my slider I've got up there, the low C slider sprint car. Those things have been out of production for how many years, John?
Oh, at least 5 or 6, if not longer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And people go nuts looking for parts for those things. I paid a very, very conservative amount for mine, I will say. And I've had people offer me almost $300 for it. And it's just a roller.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's got all the parts I need on it.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the headers.
Oh, it doesn't.
No, that's the only thing it doesn't have.
Yeah.
But I've got 2 body sets with it.
Cool. Cody says, what tire are you fan of?
For what type
Yeah,
of vehicle?
What application? Yeah. For drifters, for rock crawlers, for what?
Yeah, it all depends on your application and surfaces, especially for drifting.
Mhm.
A lot of tracks will have a spec tire for their area.
Our RCB says shout out to JNS Hobbies. Cool. They have an outdoor racetrack. It's fun when the hobby store gets involved like that and they spend time and resources to help out people.
Yeah, my new hobby shop ain't open yet. I just called them today. It's like, man, guys, get open before Christmas.
You guys seen Brett's lap counter app?
Yep. The lap tracks.
No, I don't think I did. Who somebody made one, or what did they do?
Yes. Yeah, it's a phone app, and what it does is it uses your camera to take a picture of your car, and every time it comes by, it counts it.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
You can do 4 cars at a time with it.
Oh. We wouldn't be able to do it at ours.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the new shop out there actually does have a YouTube page now, AZ Turn and Burn RC. So if you want to see some of the racing we've done out there, that's where to go.
Stupid question. Why is everything AZ over there?
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah, because there was a Turn and Burn in California, and there was one in another state as well. So they decided to put the AZ in front of it.
I think there's one here in Michigan or Ohio or something like that.
I think that was the other one, yeah. And for me, my road name's Froggy. I was in Florida, now I'm in Arizona, so.
And how do you like it compared to Florida, where you are right now?
I'd rather be here. Even with the rain right now, it's not as humid.
Okay. It's
And there's a
humidity that
lot
was
less
getting
typhoons and hurricanes.
Yeah, but we deal with the monsoon and all that here.
monsoon. How's the weather different for RCing though? Like when you go outside for spend hours outside, it must be a heck of a lot hotter.
It's hotter, yeah.
Okay. But not as humid.
It's not as humid, no. No, nowhere near as humid and better terrain for me anyways.
Okay. Cool.
No, I do like the way the roads are paved in Florida using the crushed shells.
Okay.
It helps drain the water real quick, and it's a little bit of a better surface, especially for riding a motorcycle and running RCs, whether it's drift or on road stuff. You get better grip.
Green Frog says, did he say his middle name is Froggy?
No, my road name is Froggy.
His road name.
Goes back to the motorcycle days.
Motorcycle? Okay.
Yep.
Did you have something Froggy painted on your motorcycle?
No,
No?
just my favorite color is green, and I was always hopping around to one event to another back and forth. So a friend of mine's daughter gave me that name, Froggy.
And then it stuck. Cool.
It's stuck.
Now you're a bullfrog.
Bullfrog.
You did what to what?
Now you're a bullfrog.
No. Molly, get him. Get him, Molly.
Eat his nose.
Too
Eat
many
his nose.
kisses. Stop it.
Get him, Molly, get him.
Spin Rush says Lipo likes warm weather. I don't know about that. I think your life expectancy in warm weather is going to be less.
Not really. I've seen different tests where people in cold weather check their cycles compared to someone out here like me, and we've actually gotten more cycles on the same battery
Okay.
using it the same amount of time.
Yeah, probably in very cold weather, I can see that. But
Yeah.
I mean, in normal weather.
Here's a surprise for you. I have an opinion on that.
Okay.
We've talked about that because of where I'm from and how long I've been trailing and stuff. And I do not believe that the cold affects the batteries. I think it's because you're driving through snow constantly. It's like driving through mud all day. Because we go out 2 or 3 hours at a time. So you burn off 5,000 to 10,000 mAh. So if you do that in the summer, you're driving on dirt. The truck has next to no resistance. As soon as you go out in the winter, you're driving on snow, which is constant resistance. That's what kills your batteries faster, not the cold weather.
Well, it can. The thing I've been referring to that I was reading on and watching, they were doing the same type of running. It wasn't crawling in snow or anything like that. It was a race series, and it was on the same surface with different temperatures that were like upper 90s for out here, and then what was it, around 50? It went 90s, 50, and it was in the freezing zone, and they were doing the same track at those temperatures. So they went off of that data, not different surfaces. They were going for that for what they were testing, and their colder weather was less than what the warmer weather was.
It's interesting.
Like I said, that's what I saw and was reading. I haven't tested it myself.
This is gonna sound weird, but hear me out. I'm currently in the basement of a stranger that I met on the internet.
What the heck are you
What
listening to,
the
Kurt?
heck is that?
Look at all these
What are you listening to, Kurt?
TikTok.
Oh, shit.
Okay. I was hearing a guy speaking. I thought it was you. I said, I think your mic is very low or something.
I
Yeah.
was posting a
You're
video.
currently in a strange neighborhood house.
Weird.
Pitbull and Proline tires for Cody. Cool. And earlier, I think, what did he say? Somebody was talking about their tires also. Oh yeah, the Hyrax, blind guy. Hyrax,
I got
Swampers,
Hyrax.
Flatiron.
Got Hyrax and Swampers.
I got a hard time remembering the friggin' name of the tires. Every time somebody asks me, what's your favorite tire? I have to go look on the car. Like,
You got the Wranglers, right?
I think they're the Wranglers Goodyears. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how those tires, they grip even when they're dirty. Like everybody was trying to, even in cold weather, going up my seesaw, and nobody could get up. I just get on it very slowly and not even spinning, and I just climb, and everybody's just looking. I go, what the heck? Like, that was cool. All batteries are affected by cold, but depends on what type of batteries you run. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know what's funny is you go into the hobby shop to buy 4 tires and they only have 3.
Well, usually tires are sold
Where's
per
the
pair.
other pack?
Well, usually they're sold.
They sold in pair, but I swear, they only have 1 pack. They had 3, and then someone bought 2, and then there was like, I don't know what I'm saying, but it's weird. I know how it worked out at that hobby shop. They only had 1 set of tires, and I needed 2.
Yeah, it happens sometime that like a 6x6. If somebody buys tires, somebody buys the tires for a 6x6, they buy 3 pairs.
Yeah.
But then that's
so
the
there's one
other guy that wants to buy just 2 sets, because if they only ordered 4, then you're screwed.
That's what happened.
Fun.
It reminds me of a story that somebody said, I hate the hobby store close to my house, well, his house, because he went in there and he bought a set of rims, but they didn't fit right with his tires. And I think he bought the tires at the same place, but then he gets back and he's talking on the chat and saying, well, I hate that store because they didn't tell me they didn't fit on those. They didn't fit right. Like, it's an RC 4-wheel drive rim and they don't fit all other brand other than their RC 4-wheel drive tires.
Yep.
He probably bought 1.9 wheels and 1.5 tires. They're exactly the same on the outside, but the rim size is different.
Yeah. So he had issues. So he's blaming the hobby store because of that. Well, you go buy a rim and you go buy a tire, they don't really consider something that you're going to put them together. Maybe it's for another build. Like, they don't know unless you ask. But
They're not mind readers. They don't know what you're working on.
yeah, I guess if you ask them, I need rims for this tire, and then they give you those rims, then yes, then it's their fault.
Yeah. Yep. But if you buy them and you grab them off the shelf,
And nobody tells you whatever, that's
yep,
your
that's
loss.
nobody but your own fault.
One thing I hated about the hobby store, well, the guy doesn't work there anymore, is I asked a question for lights, for LEDs. Well, I want to do that. Oh, we don't sell those. Okay, well, where can I get them? I don't know. We don't sell those. But all the time he knew that if I went on eBay or search a certain part, I could find it. But because he worked at that hobby store, he's not allowed to send me somewhere else.
Yeah.
That I don't like.
Yeah.
Or you call them up and ask them and they want the part number. I
Yeah.
don't know the part number.
If I knew the part number, I'd be ordering it by the part number.
Yeah.
So, Trail Critter, do you have any of those Cross RC AT4? Do you have any of them?
Talking about Trail Crawler.
No, I'll be getting the JT4 after the holidays.
Oh yeah, okay. So you don't have that one yet.
No, I was gonna get it, but unfortunately my regular vehicle has been taking all my money lately.
Okay.
Don't know
So
anything about that.
Yeah. So you're gonna get a JT4 or an AT4?
The JT4.
JT4, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I had to pick. I like the body of the JT4. It does look different. That's what I like about it. but because it's got portals, I don't know. I might go for the other one. But that said, I myself don't have a portal truck. My son's got his Gen 8 and I've driven it a couple times, but I don't know if I'd want a portal truck. I don't have one. I should have one.
Yeah, you'll have a hard time going back. Not for scale purposes, but for capability. Yeah, it rules, man.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Yeah, right now, the only thing I have portal is my Capra, and I
Okay.
haven't really driven that much probably since July. I like driving the straight axle.
Mhm.
But
I
it'll
can
be
tell you.
different.
I can tell you a newbie story from my my Wheelie King. I went in there. It was running. I changed the battery, then it wouldn't run. And I'm like, why is it not running? I have the remote on, the battery's plugged in, drive all the way down to the hobby shop. I didn't turn the switch on the truck.
I've done the same.
Like what? Axle don't have a switch. I don't read, like you just plug it in and go.
I was out with Crawler Ted one night. This is like 10 years ago. And we had just SEX 10s and Wraiths. So we just had axial products. We'd never bought anything else. So I had gotten a Traxxas product, and I got whatever I bought. I can't remember what it was, but it had a VXL in it. VXL5 or XL5. I think it's called XL5, the 2-cell one.
Okay.
And I put that into a trail truck because it was waterproof. Because back in the day, the AX1 and AX2, they were non-waterproof. You had to waterproof them yourself. And I didn't know how at the time, so I bought a waterproof VSC, or I took the waterproof VSC out of one RC and put it into another. And yeah, same deal. Plugged in the battery, and I'm like waiting for it to come on because I'm so used to just plugging it in, and then it turns on. And yeah, all I had to do was turn the power on the Traxxas CSC. Ted and I sat there for like 10 minutes. Fuck.
Yep. I was pissed off too, man.
Oh yeah, it's so embarrassing.
A question in the chat: what events are you looking forward to in 2022? Lyle, what events are you looking forward to?
Depends on where I live. If I live in Calgary, I'm going to be looking forward to Crazy Joe, Rude Boys, TTC, and Wipers. If I'm living in Ontario, it's going to be something that you or I are doing, probably.
Yeah, I'm probably going to host maybe 5 or 6 events next year during the summer.
Oh, what's wrong with you? Jesus.
Why? You want more?
That's punishment. I've done one. I'm like, I never do that again.
No, it is a lot of work, but when the trail is there and it makes it easier, and I like hosting events. I do about 4 or 5 a year easily.
He's a glutton for punishment.
No, I did the one, and that was, whoa, man. That was, the first day was 14 hours. The second day was 4 or 5 hours. And that was on like my own comp. And then I edited for like a day. So it was like 3 days of work, but filming somebody else's isn't bad. Like Joe's is intense because he goes out the middle of fucking nowhere, makes hill climbs that are half a kilometer long and has like 80 people. So I got to try and go up and down that hill 40, 50 times. I can't do 80, and that's one event.
Yeah.
Out of 5 or 6.
See, I do trailing events, so you don't do a lot of big hikes. The trails are pretty long. Hey, Dirk. But I do different challenges. Some of them are no hands of God, so you always got to use your winch. Some of them are time trials, so you got to go as fast as you can on them. So there's a lot of different events that I try to do that are fun, and they're family oriented, which means you can bring your kids and just have fun with them.
I'm a big fan of the team oriented ones where it's no touch. So one guy has to make it through an obstacle, and if he can't make it, the other guy has to try. If he can't make it, maybe go around the obstacle, and somebody has to tow the other guy through. Then that guy has to go back around and get towed through the obstacle because he hasn't gone through it yet. It's pretty fun.
One of the event I'm going to do next year is you're going to tie a truck at the back of your truck, tie a rope at the back of yours, and tie a rope on his. but there'll be a magnet in between, and you got to drive the whole course without breaking that magnet.
Oh God,
That'd
that's
If
not a
that-
bad idea, but oh God.
If that magnet comes off, then you lose points. So whoever lost as less points at the end of the event is going to win.
So it can't be timed then?
No, it's not timed. You take the time you want and just do the event.
Gotcha. Does it have to be one or the other? It either have to be timed or point loss. Yeah.
Dirk, I'll probably send that over to you on Sunday. I'm still trying to figure out the voices for the skull, so
All right.
Cool.
I don't want to do it on the, days you work or anything, so.
And did you look at Brad's video? The one you picked off?
Did, and I talked to my friend today, and I just need to send it over to him, and he's gonna take a stab at it.
Cool. Brad's going to be happy.
So
Oh,
we just wanted to get rid of Brad completely from it and just have the music, right?
No, it's the reverse. He's waving his arm.
Oh, Brad's made a lot of progress.
Yeah, he's put his front end twice on there so far. The third time's always the charm.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's going to work this time. And he's muted. Yeah, what else? Trail Crawler RC, what kind of events are you waiting for 2022? I know you host some, but are you going to go to some?
I'm gonna try and get to whatever I can this year.
I'd
Whether
love
it's
to get to
in town or-
USTE. USTE, I'd love to get there.
I'd like to go to that or even Pro Line by the Fire.
Okay. I think that might be a little far from me, but yeah, that'd be cool.
But I definitely want to try and get to at least one.
Okay. If Tank doesn't like the portals, then he probably would look at the JP1 CFXW. Cool. I'll have a look at that.
It's
Actually,
the
go
same
look at it now.
body. Yeah.
Not sure. Oh, and I had that page up earlier, but I didn't talk about that. HPI, the new body for the Savage. I typically I don't like it because I find it too square, but it's different.
Looks too much like a big rock to me,
Yeah.
or something along those lines.
Savage XL Flux.
It's like they tried to modify a Cadillac Escalade body.
Okay. Jump shot. They had that for a while.
Yeah.
That's a 4.6. 4.6. That's the size of the big block. That's a big block. That's pretty big.
That's a nitro, yeah.
Wow. On road. XL Flux.
I like that green.
Yeah, it's different. That's for sure.
I'm surprised they brought the Sport back.
Yeah, the Sport Tree. Yeah, they must still have parts or whatever for it. So they're trying to squeeze the lemon out of that one as long as they can.
That's not really a very good drift chassis, but as an on-road like VTA class, it works very well.
Get, go lay down.
The only thing I don't like, if you have rocks, they do jam up on the steerings.
Yeah.
But usually if you have a track, it's usually swept, which is not bad. But there's a lot of dirt that always gets up on the steering.
Yep.
Brett, wasn't that chassis belt driven too?
Yep. Well, they had different versions of it, actually.
Yeah.
They had a belt, they had a shaft, and they had a gear.
The RS4 Sport 3 is not belt driven. It's a shaft. Let's find out. Body shell, wheels, download. There's loading up. That one has probably the shaft under it, underneath the chassis, just like mine does.
Probably.
Yeah, there's a shaft there, and you
Yep.
access the shaft from underneath, which is kind of cool.
Inside the feeder.
Sorry.
Yeah, but that's why that one works very well for a VTA racer.
Okay. There's the cap that you take off underneath, and you can pull everything off. This cap is a bitch to take off. Once you take off the screws there, you got to get something very thin to get there and slowly take it out, because these are nice and tight fit in there. But
I'm
it does
surprised
come
they
out.
don't have some type of notch to get into it,
Yeah,
to lift
true.
it a little easier.
It would just get covered or caked in with dirt and rocks and all like that. So why bother?
Probably.
If it had that and you pulled it off, you'd get stuff dropping down in there into the bearings and the shaft and cups. So it's not worth it.
Mhm.
I thought. Yeah, we've had a couple guys use those in VTA and they handle pretty good. Put different shocks on them and get the right adjustable links on them. They work very well. That is a nice looking truck.
That's the truck he was mentioning, the
Yep.
MST.
Camber looks way out.
It looks,
Yeah, it
does look a little bit pointy.
That's the same one Medic got just before he moved, I believe, Lyle.
Oh, yeah?
That grill hurts. Looking at that grill with 4 slots in it is painful.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't make it properly, that's for sure.
Well, I'm not judging its performance because clearly I haven't seen it yet, but just looking at it, there's a lot
Yeah.
of things wrong with it when I just look at it, but I love the idea of that scale with portals.
For $429.99 Canadian, that's pretty good.
Nope.
What do you mean, no?
No, that's too much, I think. That was
Oh.
the 124th, wasn't it?
No,
No, that's 110.
110.
Okay, sorry. I thought we were looking at the 124th portals.
Yep.
Never mind. I retract my comment.
Okay, good. Oh, what? Let's go back to Brad, see what he's building now. He put the car away.
Not exactly away. It's just out of the way.
So what step are you at now? You're putting what together? The shocks?
Making shocks, yes.
Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, he's got
Uh,
the shock oil.
Any surprises so far?
Not at this moment, but I am gonna. I was taking advice from earlier today from Randy, and he told me to keep the regular shock fluid for the rears and use the other one up front and the team associated stuff, and with a different setting, different thing for tension.
Yeah, the holes there, different holes for tension.
No,
Yeah.
not different holes, the tension on the spring.
Oh, okay,
Preload.
okay. The preload.
Preload, yes. And he also, I'm thinking, this came off one of the motors. I'm thinking he told me to also put some type of stop on the shock.
Yes.
So it's more, so it would stay more stable. I'd use this as a bump stop.
Mhm.
This is a shaft
Yeah,
cover.
cut it in half. Cut it in
Yeah.
half. And put it on each of the shocks there on the probably
On the
the
front.
back ones. Oh, he said front?
Yep, this is the front. Use this lighter weight in the front and the heavier weight in the rear.
Cool.
So this feels like this could be considered like a polyurethane type bushing if you use it right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's stiff and slippery.
What
Always
she
is a
said.
lot more rigid than that.
I'm not saying a word on that one.
I know poly's usually a little more rigid than that stuff. I used to sell bushings like that all the time, so I had them
This is pretty stiff.
in hand all the time.
this shaft rubber thing, this thing cover is pretty stiff.
Yeah.
Oh, Competition X is going to start their Christmas giveaway soon.
Yeah, I saw that. I signed up a while ago for it,
Yeah,
for the
good.
original bit.
Yeah.
I was
Not
going to sign up
expecting
with
anything.
other emails, but I forgot. I just ran out of time, so now it's closed.
I'm right there with you, AZ. Ain't expected nothing.
Signed up twice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I had 2 emails.
I've got 5. I used 1.
So you never know. Like 3 years ago, John from Net Cruiser RC won, and then last year I won. So you never know. Like
Yeah.
he was doing a lot of giveaways last year. It was like 24 days of Christmas. This time it's going to be 15, but I don't know if he's going to be doubling some days. Like
Sounds like he's got a lot of stuff.
yeah, he's got a lot of stuff. So and today he just posted that he's got some Max Amp batteries and T-shirts and things like that. So should be interesting. I don't know if his wife is going to do the elf again this year. Last year she was throwing in something else on every pack. I got actually a X-Acto knife, the gold one. It's actually got a gold kind of tip here. So I actually just took it out
Nice.
this week. Because I couldn't find my other one, which I had on my other desk on the other side where I work.
My X-Acto knives are full of E6000.
Okay. You get that starting
got-
going?
It melted it.
Okay. What is it, AZ Froggy?
So I got 3 X-Actos here in front of me.
Okay. No matter how many you have in front of me, I always end up at the end of the day with none in front. I don't know where they go, but after a while I find them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just found these again and set them down here before we started tonight. Only reason I know I got 3.
Are the Flames playing tonight, Lyle?
No, I was more playing on the shout out thing. Went for a shutout just because Calgary, for the season, Calgary is leading in the goals against, and Markstrom has the most shutouts and is having an amazing season, really helping the Flames do well.
You should bring your RC there at the Saddle Dome and just have a little ride, and like that you can have the logo and things like that, and then we can talk more about it because it's going to be RC related. You know what I mean?
I'm not allowed in the saddle though.
Why not?
I'm not vaccinated.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Get
like,
vaccinated.
man,
then.
I'm going to hear a good story.
One of these days.
It's terrible now because to get jobs now you have to be vaccinated. A lot of jobs are going to require it. So if people want to work, they might not have a choice.
Like my buddy's so crazy, he got kicked out of a hockey game. I'm just
did?
not vaccinated.
Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
thought
just
he
not
was going to say
vaccinated.
that. I thought he was going to say that he did something bad or something, and he was.
It got kicked out.
Well,
Got
I'm
kicked
not allowed in the United States anymore.
Oh, well,
Something
okay.
I did in the 90s.
And that'll end soon.
Yeah, and you're not vaccinated because to go to the States
you're not
now, you do have to
vaccinated.
be vaccinated.
Yeah, there's that too. But I'm pretty sure they're more worried about the other part. They want
Probably
me to
not
pay some
anymore.
fines.
It all depends if they ask you the question when you try to walk in or drive in. If they ask you no question, you're good. You can go. But if they ask you, then you don't have a choice of telling the truth. So
Well, I've only been to the
You
States
wanted-
once, and I drove there. And when I went through, I'm like, "Yeah, where are you going?" They're like, "Oh, I'm going down to Elko, Nevada to see a buddy I went to high school with. Pull over here." Yeah, sure, no problem. And I thought it was normal. I thought being pulled over was normal. So I just, all right, sure. Like, get out of your vehicle and go sit in that chair. I'm like, okay, sure. So I went and I sat there and I'm like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "They're inspecting your vehicle." And they ripped everything apart, all my luggage and everything, took the spare tire out and everything. I'm like, "What are you doing?" They're like, we're inspecting your vehicle. I'm all right, and waited, and okay, you're free to go. I'm like, you gonna put my shit back together? They're like, no. What the fuck just happened? I didn't know what was going on. I was like
Same
20 years
thing.
old, never been to the States. I didn't know they did that to people. I guess I got picked randomly for some reason, but yeah, I had to put my truck back together and put all my luggage and spare tire and everything back in. And I went down to Elko and partied. And then the other story kicks in where not RC related. I'm going to stop now.
But when I went, I had a whole bunch of RCs in the back, and Chris from GCM Racing, the same thing. He had a bunch of RCs. Where are you guys going? Oh, we're gonna go play with little trucks, little RCs. And they go, really? Well, that's odd. I go, why? What do you mean it's odd? You're gonna go play with toys. Like you're traveling 1,000 miles, or you're going like really far away just to play with trucks, tiny trucks. Yeah. Like the people just like, what? That was crazy.
Guys from Calgary go down to Arizona every year. There's some competition for crawlers, I think it's Arizona every year. And there's 3 world championship drivers from Calgary, and they still go down every year. I almost went one year, but 9/11 happened and I couldn't go because they don't have a passport, because they don't have a birth certificate, which is another story altogether. But they go down there every year. When they get to the border, every time they go, we're professional RC drivers, are going to take over the world. They're like, okay, come on through.
They're probably going to one of the G6 events that's held here.
No, it's not a G6. I'll know it if you say it. But no, it's a world competition for comp crawlers, not trail trucks. For these kind of trucks. Ah, shit.
For the real rock crawlers, yeah.
Yeah, like the world comp is down there every year. There's like 700 people that go, and there's like 3 world champs.
No clue where that is.
I wish I knew. Shit.
The last time I knew we had one of those type competitions was about 6 years ago.
Tony's in the chat telling me to grow up. Terrible. Anybody else going to any competition this year? John Martin, are you going, or Psycho 13 Garage?
I'll probably end up at Axial Fest again.
Axial Fest, okay.
You mean in 2022 or?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll probably try to go to Proline by the Fire, because I didn't realize, after watching videos on it for about 3 years now, realize it's about 1 hour and 20 minutes away from me.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's nice.
So I'm going to go next year, I think.
Yeah, Proline by the Fire is, to me, might be cooler because you can bring any trucks there, compared if you go to Axial Fest, theoretically, you got to bring an Axial.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
Trail Critter says, Tony's toys are bigger than your toys, Frank. Yeah, that's true. He's got big toys. He's got big boys' toys.
Medic's toys are bigger than Tony's, though. He's got a RC skid steer. I think that trumps everything.
That's true.
A little bit.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Wonder how many 1.6 axials he could fit in his bucket.
Good question.
At least 6.
I don't think he did. Did he get the Axial 6?
I don't think so.
No, I don't
Hasn't
think.
shown it if he hasn't.
No, I don't think he did. That just rang. Just thought about that.
Popped in your head, huh?
Popped in my head. That's it.
You would have thought they would have sent him one, because he used to have the RC Sparks stickers in some of the
Yep.
decal sets.
Yep. I have some of those.
Maybe they got mad at him because Traxxas send his son a TRX4 Sport. Maybe they got mad at him. I don't know. I'm just saying nothing, saying stupid things. Axial Fest FTM exclamation from Tony CCX for the win. Axial Fest Badland is a blast. Yeah, because Axial Fest, they have two of them, right? They have one in the
Yeah.
east and one in the west.
Yeah.
One in Indiana and one out in Donner, California.
Okay.
Northern California, yep. Neither one close to me.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, see you later, Spin Rush. You've been here for quite a bit, and we're gonna close it down here anyway soon. We're gonna start saying our round table good night. So thanks a lot, and hope to see you back here in the panel soon. JP Slayer is there. How you doing? Wonder if JD Passel already started building. I would have.
Chainsaw just came in.
Hey, Chainsaw.
Love that name.
It's different.
I used to play darts with a guy that was called that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
cool. So we'll start saying goodbye, and we'll start with Lyle. Lyle, go ahead. We'll just wait for Lyle. Hey, Lyle, go ahead. Say goodbye.
Bye, everybody. See you next time. Hit the thumbs up and
Just crazy. Okay, we'll go with Trail Crawler RC. Go ahead.
Thanks for the invite, Tank. And glad to see that everybody is following the rules on the stream tonight.
Cool.
Made it a lot easier to get through tonight for sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Psycho 13 Garage.
Thanks for the invite, Frank, as always. Appreciate being here. Wish I could have got in sooner, but good to see everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you. KBRC 13.
Yeah, thanks, Tank, for inviting me, and take it easy, everybody. Good night.
Thank you. AZ, Froggy, RC, and more.
Thanks for the invite, Frank. Everyone out there, stay safe. Have a good rest of the week.
Cool. Thank you. Kurt RC.
thanks for having me, Tank. Everybody have a good week.
Cool. Thank you. You sound a lot like Lyle did a couple of minutes ago. John Martin.
Thanks for having me, and see everybody next week.
Cool. You finished those axles yet?
Yeah, I'm putting them on now.
Cool. Brad, do you want to say goodbye, or are you busy working?
I'm busy working.
Okay. He said bye. And Lyle's not back yet. Let's all look at him. Look at his screen. I'm just kidding. Anyways, Kurt did say bye for him earlier. So spotlight for everybody. There we go. Well, guys, thanks a lot. This concludes our using big words tonight. Our stream for tonight. Thanks for popping in. I just noticed one of my sign is falling off. My Kyoto wants to go for a ride. Thanks for showing up tonight, and really like the people that jumped into the chat tonight, and it did go pretty smooth tonight. Nobody was talking over everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Till then, go charge up some batteries and go and break something, because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun. Lyle, why don't you here add spotlight? Come with me and say bye to people, since you didn't say bye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for the invite, Tank. Always appreciate it. Thumbs up, comment, all that jazz. We'll see you on the next one.